My beloved one, you made it through the nights that nearly broke you. You held on to your light even when everything around you went dim. And now, in this quiet space, your spirit is being honored. Every step you've taken, every tear you never spoke aloud, every time you stood tall beneath a weight no one else could see, none of it went unnoticed. This moment you're in, it's not just silence. It's sacred. It's a gift. A pause made just for your soul to breathe, to soften, to receive again. And in this gentle stillness, the presence of angels is near, not as distant beings, but as a warmth you feel wrapping around your spirit. They know the storm you've been carrying silently in your chest. They've seen your tears. They've felt your confusion. They heard the cry behind your calm. Especially now that you're left trying to make sense of why the person you love, the one who usually carries so much emotional control, suddenly unraveled after learning something about your past. Maybe they pulled away. Maybe they said things that stung. Maybe they grew quiet in a way words couldn't reach. And here you are, trying to understand what part of your story made them react so deeply, trying to piece together what truth hit so close to home that it cracked the composure they usually wear like armor. The angels want you to understand. It wasn't just information they found. It was a realization they couldn't unfeel. They didn't see a list of names or dates. What they saw, what they felt, was the emotional imprint of a love that once mattered to you. A love that had depth. A love that once felt like forever. And that's what shook them. Not jealousy, not judgment. What they were grieving was the idea that someone else had once held your heart with the same intensity they feel now. That the dreams they've been building with you, someone else once dreamed of too. That the way you look at them, the hope, the tenderness, the trust, was once offered to someone else. It made them feel late. It made them feel like a chapter following an already written ending. It stirred something vulnerable and raw inside them. What if I'm not the first to awaken this kind of love in you? What if I'm just the one who came after the dream ended? They weren't doubting you. They were doubting their place in a story that suddenly felt bigger than they realized. The angels want you to know this. Your person didn't lose control because they didn't trust you. They lost control because they trusted you so much. They've let you into the deepest, most sacred places of their heart. And when they realized someone else had once been that close to you too, it struck a nerve they didn't know they had. They were grieving something they never had, and that grief made them feel small, unsteady, unsure. But this moment is not the end. This is the beginning of something deeper, because now you get to tell the truth. Not just the truth about what happened in your past, but the truth about who you are now because of it. The truth that says, yes, I have loved before, but never like this. Not with this depth, not after everything I've healed, not with the version of me that's standing in front of you now. What they don't fully understand, but what you can help them see, is that your past didn't make your love weaker. It made it wiser, more sacred, more real. You didn't settle for them after losing something. You chose them with the clarity of someone who's been through the fire and came out purified. You love with intention now. You love from a place that knows exactly what love is worth. Let them see that. Let your vulnerability be the bridge. The angels are guiding this moment with gentleness. Not so you can relive old pain, but so you can build something new, something honest, anchored, unshakable. This isn't about comparison. It's about presence. You are here together now, not repeating an old story, writing a new one. So don't shy away. Don't let this become a wedge. Let it be a doorway, a deepening, a reminder that your love is not a copy. It's a rebirth. Tell them, yes, someone else once stood beside me, but you are the one I choose now, with my whole soul, my healed heart, and a vision that was never clearer. And that matters more than anything. Because love, when it's chosen after the storm, is the kind that builds forever. And the angels, quiet as they are wrapping you both in something holy. They are whispering, let this moment draw you closer. Let truth become your bridge. Let love, in its most conscious form, begin again. So take a breath, dear heart. Not the kind you force to appear strong, but the kind that allows your chest to soften, your soul to be seen. Let yourself speak, not to defend the past, but to invite your future into the truth of your journey. Because this love, it deserves to be built on more than assumptions and silence. It deserves the honesty your heart has carried all this time. Let the so hold each other, not in fear, not in comparison, but in truth. Look into their eyes and let yours say, I'm not afraid of you seeing my past. I'm only afraid of you not seeing how much of it led me to you. Because the dream you're building now, it's not a repetition. It's not an echo. It's new, holy ground. And while the love you once knew may have sparked something tender in your heart, the love you're standing in now is setting it on fire with purpose. So walk forward, both of you, hand in hand, heart in heart. Let the light of your present love outshine the shadows of your past. Let your honesty be the balm that softens the fear. Let your shared future rise like dawn over what was. The angels are still whispering. This moment was never meant to break you. It was meant to break you open, to make space for a love built not just on dreams, but on truth. And in this space of truth, you'll find something even stronger than before, something real, something whole, something entirely yours. The angels want you to know this moment has already changed something. Though it may not look like it from the outside, something within your future spouse has begun to soften. The initial surge of fear, of feeling like a replacement or a second chapter, is slowly giving way to something quieter, more meaningful, understanding. They are starting to realize it was never about being first. It was always about being chosen. And they were, not by default, not as a backup, but by a heart that has seen everything and still decided to open again. A heart that has been broken, rebuilt, and now loves from a place of strength, truth, and depth that only comes from walking through the fire and surviving it. The angels are now holding your person too. This one who lost control, not because they didn't care, but because they cared more than they could put into words. They're being shown that love isn't a contest of who came first, but a sacred connection that becomes stronger when rooted in all that's been overcome. And maybe, just maybe, they are starting to feel the honor of being the one you chose after it all. After the heartbreak, after the lessons, after the healing. Because you didn't come to them with a clean slate. You came with a wise, awakened heart. And that is the kind of heart that builds a forever. Dear child, the angels now invite you to release guilt you were never meant to carry. You are not wrong for having a past. You are not wrong for having loved before. and you are certainly not wrong for still feeling tender about a story that shaped who you are. Your emotional history isn't a threat. It's a testimony. It's proof that you've been brave enough to love deeply and brave enough to survive its absence. That you've grown from every goodbye. That you've bloomed through every season that tried to bury you. And now, that strength, that depth, it's part of the love you offer today. This is what the angels are wrapping you in now. Clarity, peace, release. The storm that erupted was not meant to shame your past. It was meant to cleanse it, to strip away the silence, to invite honesty, to build a love that stands not on fantasy, but on truth. So let this be the moment you stop tiptoeing around your history. Let this be the moment you say, I've lived through love before, but I've never loved with the kind of awareness I carry now. You are not a continuation. You are the culmination. The angels are nodding now, gently, their wings stirring the air around your heart. They are whispering that your person, though shaken, is being prepared. They are being stretched into a deeper emotional maturity. They are learning what it means to love someone with a past and still choose to build a future. And you're being called to stand in your truth with grace. Because you, dear soul, are not someone to be pitied or doubted. You are someone who has earned the right to love again. You are someone who has become the kind of partner who can create a relationship rooted in trust, awareness, and spirit. So let this unfold. Let this love deepen through truth. Let the silence birth sacred conversations. Let the fear give way to intimacy. Let the past be honored, but not repeated. Let your present be cherished and fully lived. You are ready, and so is the one your soul chose. Will always be the anchor that holds everything together if you believe in the strength of love and the beauty of overcoming challenges together. Share this video, subscribe to the channel, and affirm, I cherish a love that navigates challenges with grace. Type, I am receiving my blessing in the comments to claim this affirmation and allow the power of love to guide you forward. If you feel called to support this mission of spreading divine messages, consider contributing through a super thanks. Whether it's $5, $10, $20, or more. Your generosity helps us share these angelic messages with the world. Together, we can build a community of faith, hope, and love